You're watching Good Evening San Diego.
Well, the Pentagon is expected to lift the ban on the grounded V-22 Ospreys next week. The aircrafts have been grounded for almost 3 months now after a fatal crash in Japan where 8 U.S. service members were killed. Joining us now with more on the situation there is aviation attorney Tim Loranger. Good to see you, Tim. Thanks for joining us.
Thanks so much for having me.
So what do you think about this removing the ban?
It's sort of interesting that it's happening now. What we're hearing from the military is that they have both discovered what the root cause of the crash is for the aircraft, and also that they still have to investigate further to understand fully why it happened. So the concern here from the families that I represent and other people in the military is that they feel uncertain that the answer has been found.
Yeah, it seems like this plane has had a lot of problems in the past. I mean, it sounds like the military really likes it because it can do so much, right? I mean, it can kind of be used like a helicopter, and then it can be used like an airplane, and you can see how important it is for all kinds of different kinds of situations. What do you think should happen to this aircraft?
My thought is, and I echo, the thoughts of the families and other people in the service, that more needs to be done to ensure that the cause of these failures is understood and that steps are taken to correct them. Because, we ask our military members, service members, to put their lives on the line every day. And it's unreasonable to ask them to use equipment that is not the safest that it can possibly be. And as you mentioned, there have been serious issues with the Osprey over the years. It is a complex aircraft. We've asked the manufacturers to create an airplane that fulfills many roles. So as you said, it flies like a helicopter, it flies like an airplane. To make the aircraft do that requires very complex systems that can cause issues that are not foreseen in the original engineering.
It seems like a lot of these crashes are just with training purposes too. I mean, they're not even really in combat. Is there a way to make the training safer, do you think?
The training that they're doing, I would say, is less strenuous than when they're flying these aircraft in combat situations. So we would expect that when they're at home training, that they would be as safe as could possibly be. What's happening, though, is that training makes up the majority of the flying that they do. Thankfully, they're not in combat all of the time. So they are out there flying the aircraft regularly in training conditions, and that's when these failures have made themselves known.
So, have you filed a lawsuit? I know you say you're representing some families. Can you tell us the status of that?
Sure. We have not filed a lawsuit at this time. We are helping our clients to try and fill in some of the gaps that were left from the investigation report that was sent out regarding the crash of the San Diego Osprey. That is Swift 11. There's a lot that needs to be done to fill in to answer questions that have been left unanswered, and that's what I'm hoping to do for my clients.
Well, it'll be interesting to talk to you again. Yeah, it looks like the investigation continues, and it would be nice to get some more answers. Tim Loranger with us, an aviation attorney. Thanks, Tim.
Thank you so much.